If you want to create a custom voice for your YouTube channel using ElevenLabs, voice cloning is one of the most powerful features available. Voice cloning allows you to generate AI narration that sounds like you or like a specific voice you want to use consistently across all your videos. In this video, I'm going to walk through exactly how to clone a voice in ElevenLabs and explain the settings that affect voice quality. Let's start with why voice cloning matters. If you're building a faceless YouTube channel, you might want a unique voice that represents your brand. Using the same pre-made voice that hundreds of other creators use can make your content feel generic. Voice cloning solves this by creating a custom voice that only you control. You can clone your own voice, or, with permission, you can clone someone else's voice. Now, let's talk about what you need before cloning a voice. To create a high-quality voice clone, you need clean audio samples. The audio should be clear, with minimal background noise. Most voice cloning systems work best with at least 1 to 3 minutes of audio, though more audio usually produces better results. The audio should also contain natural speech. Reading a script in a monotone voice will produce a flat clone. Speaking naturally, with some variation in tone, produces a more realistic result. Now, let's walk through the voice cloning process in ElevenLabs. First, log into your ElevenLabs account and navigate to the voice library. Inside the voice library, you will see an option to add a new voice or create a clone voice. Click on the option to create a clone voice. The system will ask you to upload audio samples. You can upload multiple short audio files or one longer file. If you're cloning your own voice, record yourself speaking naturally for 1 to 3 minutes. You can read a script, explain a topic, or just talk about something you know well. The goal is to capture your natural speaking style, including pauses, tone variation, and pacing. Once you upload the audio files, the system will process them. This usually takes a few minutes, depending on the length of the audio. After processing is complete, the cloned voice will appear in your voice library. Now you can test the clone voice by generating a short sample. Paste a few sentences into the text-to-speech editor, select your clone voice, and generate the audio. Listen carefully to the result. Does the voice sound like the original? Is the pacing natural? Are there any pronunciation issues? If the clone sounds accurate, you can start using it for your videos. If the clone sounds slightly off, you may need to upload additional audio samples or adjust the quality of the original recordings. Now let's talk about common issues with voice cloning. One common problem is background noise in the audio samples. If the original audio contains noise, the clone voice may sound distorted or unclear. Always use clean audio recordings when cloning a voice. Another issue is monotone delivery. If the original audio sounds flat or robotic, the cloned voice will also sound flat. Speak naturally and vary your tone when recording audio for cloning. A third issue is inconsistent audio quality. If you upload multiple audio files and they have different recording quality, the clone may sound inconsistent. Try to use audio files recorded in the same environment with the same equipment. Now, let's look at how to use a clone voice effectively. Once your clone voice is ready, you can use it the same way you use any other voice in ElevenLabs. Paste your script into the text-to-speech editor, select the clone voice, and adjust the settings if needed. The stability and clarity settings still apply to clone voices. If the clone voice sounds too consistent or flat, lower the stability slightly. If pronunciation is unclear, increase the clarity setting. Now let's talk about voice cloning limits. Most ElevenLabs plans have limits on how many custom voices you can create. Check your plan details to see how many clone voices are included. If you need more custom voices, you may need to upgrade your plan. Another consideration is voice usage rights. If you're cloning someone else's voice, make sure you have their permission. Using someone's voice without permission can create legal issues. If you're cloning your own voice, you own the rights and can use it freely. Now, let's talk about when voice cloning makes sense. If you're building a long-term YouTube channel and you want a consistent voice identity, cloning your own voice is a strong option. This allows you to create content without recording every video yourself, while still maintaining a unique sound. If you're building a faceless channel and you want a voice that sounds different from the standard AI voices, cloning a voice can help differentiate your content. However, if you're just starting out and testing content ideas, using a pre-made voice is often simpler and faster. You can always switch to a clone voice later once your channel is established. Finally, let's talk about improving your clone voice over time. If your first voice clone doesn't sound perfect, you can refine it by uploading additional audio samples. More high-quality audio usually improves the accuracy of the clone. You can also experiment with different stability and clarity settings to fine-tune how the clone voice sounds in your videos. Once you have a clone voice that sounds natural and consistent, you can use it across all your content to build a recognizable brand voice. If you want to try voice cloning in ElevenLabs, the link is in the description below. I also included a free AI money filter that helps evaluate automation ideas before spending time building them.